Yeah, hi everyone. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to talk about one of the most stupid lists I have ever read and ever heard of. It is the top 10 best WrestleMania main events of all time by WWE. And yeah, already we're starting off wrong where the main picture is the women. I gotta show it to you guys. But yeah, definitely one of the most retarded lists I have ever seen. And I couldn't believe that they literally are trying to shove like the women again. Because apparently they're gonna try to have the women main event, which again I think it's retarded. They shouldn't have the women main event at all. Let me show it right here. Like, thanks to one buddy on Facebook, shouted Joel Torres. Yeah, they're having the women like on a, so you know they're gonna probably be rated as like more than like popular matches, which is retarded. So the top 10 greatest WrestleMania matches of main events of all time, which of course like some of them are good, but the fact is like definitely one of them being on here is retarded, and the fact that some of these matches are higher than the others kind of retarded too. But whatever. But like we're gonna talk about it. All right. So starting off number 10, Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE title at WrestleMania 19. Not a bad match. Absolutely one of the best matches of all time. But I would definitely say the SummerSlam with match was kind of better. But obviously people would remember this match because of the whole shooting star press, right? And which people don't want to. I guess like that's like. Here's a thing. Fun fact. What I think. I think that it's actually not bad that Brock missed it a little bit. I guess they kind of sold it that he. I mean, they could have sold it better, like saying that Kurt Angle move out of the way, but definitely but it was a great match. I guess it's not bad for but it's fine. Number 9, Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior title versus title for title WrestleMania 9. Not wrestling, no WrestleMania 6. What am I dumb? WrestleMania 9? Fuck off. WrestleMania. Imagine they had WrestleMania 9. Oh yeah, but WrestleMania 6, 1990. No doubt one of the biggest WrestleMania of all time. It actually does deserve to be on this list, but definitely is. Here's the problem: the fact that you have one match is considered better than this is a retarded match. You know what I mean? But definitely one of the best. Absolutely. Number 8, Randy Orton versus Batista versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE title WrestleMania 30. This is retarded. I'm sorry. I didn't mind it back then, but looking at it now, I'm sorry. Daniel Bryan killed wrestling. This shit is dumb, and unfortunately, they're gonna try to recreate that moment now. If they do, I'm sorry. You just can't. You can't recreate this moment because do you not understand and learn what happened? People say first of all, yeah, Brian already has moment, but people say, oh, why are you saying he has moment? But what about Reigns? Because here's the thing. First of all, Reigns is actually better than Daniel Bryan. Like it or not, he is. First of all, currently Reigns is he's doing great with his character. Okay, he's actually doing, and he deserves to be in the main event of WrestleMania. He's a fucking champion. He's been carrying SmackDown shit like that. Daniel Bryan. Yeah, he had his moment. But here's the thing, that moment sucked. Roman Reigns, even the way he was main event multiple times, where he only won 2 main events, right? Like fucking the WWE title match, WrestleMania 20, fucking was 32, and win against Undertaker in that fucking match. Other than that, the guy would be losing shit like that. You know what I mean? And at least he's main event worthy than a lot of those guys. A lot of guys, not those, not Triple H and Taker, but a lot of guys who people demanded to be the main event, like Nakamura versus fucking Styles, for God's sake. They want that match to be an event. Yet the reality is, that match was so boring, okay? It was better to have fucking, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns to have the main event, okay? Daniel Bryan is fucking garbage. He's the reason why the Sparks are fucking big time. Guy has no character, no charisma, it's boring as fuck. Do you guys not understand this guy's a crybaby bitch? And yeah, and he literally had to be a crybaby to get into this match. You know what I mean? And people say, "Oh, it was better to have." Maybe not. Here's the thing, though. If you notice in their WWE's views, if you notice, Randy Orton versus Batista, their no disqualification match in 2014 got one of the biggest ratings, or like not just that, like one of the biggest viewerships on YouTube in their YouTube channel, like millions. That's like a lot of Daniel Bryan matches. Like, you know, a lot of Daniel Bryan matches doesn't get that much views. So if anything, if they made that match no disqualification in WrestleMania 30, that would actually be terrible. Heck, if you even have added Triple H in this match, that would probably be better than Daniel Bryan. Or fuck, even a Fatal 4-Way. You know what I mean? So, don't give me this bullshit that, you know, this whole, like, fuck off. Like, the ratings after WrestleMania went down. And fucking whenever Bryan's on, it would go down. So, don't give me this bullshit. Number 7, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the WWE title at WrestleMania 31. That match was pretty fucking good. But let's be honest here. Looking back at Rollins now, like, don't get me wrong. Sure, the biggest moment ever. You know, Rollins cashing at WrestleMania. No one has ever done it before. But the fucking sad thing is, the guy is such a fucking fag. The guy did gay porn. The guy fucking did gay shit. You know what I mean? The guy doesn't wear socks. The guy is so fucking boring. The guy is probably just as bad as Daniel Bryan. For God's sake. I don't give a shit he's a heel. For God's sake, the guy is so gay looking. He's wearing like Becky Lynch's pants. The guy is so fucking shit. Can't talk for crap. Boring as fuck. He's a good wrestler, don't get me wrong. But everything else of him sucks. Okay? The guy shouldn't have even done... I'm sorry. Like, they should never have fucking had that. Or they should have someone better cashed in. Okay? This is just shit. Like, well, it's not one... It's like compare... Like, let's say this. There are honestly better main events that should have fucking been on this list. But it's fine, but come on. 6, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin from WrestleMania 15. Not a bad... Great match. Historic moment. But for God's sakes, like... Obviously, they had a better match. But that match should have been on this list. But guess what? They didn't have that match on the list. I don't even care. Like, you should have had both matches anyways. But for God's sakes, the fact that the next match, number 5... Becky Lynch versus fucking Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey from WrestleMania 35. The fact that match is considered better than these matches that I just mentioned is fucking horrendous. Better than Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. Better than Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle. Better than even fucking Randy Orton versus... I would take those matches than this match. Are you fucking kidding me? This is so... Again, I blame this whole fucking give Divas a chance shit. I blame this whole fucking feminist bullshit. Again, don't get me wrong, I don't hate women. I love women. I love fucking women. In theory, though. For God's sakes, the fact that this whole shoehorn women's bullshit that you keep shoving down our throats, that killed the ratings, by the way. This, by the way, is the reason why... First of all, it's worse than Daniel Bryan killing the ratings, Seth Rollins and shit like that. Because here's the thing. The proof is, fucking... After WrestleMania, the Raw after WrestleMania drew like lower than the 3. I am not kidding. They drew lower ratings than ever before. And that started... I'm telling you, this whole women's shit killed wrestling. It did. Because for God's sakes, you wonder why the ratings are so bad now? The fact that you keep having the main event, the fact that you keep fucking having them... like, doing these shitty matches. They're not doing hot... And also, not just that, disgusting She-Hulks. Like, you know, they're not even attractive at all. Besides Ronda Rousey, I will give her this. She's actually a pretty attractive lady. But for God's sakes, who cares? Like, for God's sakes, this is... No one cares about this women's main event crap. You're just trying to shoehorn this shit to appeal to either feminists and shit like that. Not just that. You're just trying to fucking people make them... Oh, they're equal. But the reality is they will never be. Because that's going to kill the viewership. Most of your fucking fans are adult audience. They want to see badasses, not fucking She-Hulk women. And they want to see them as attractive, not She-Hulks. I don't understand how that's hard to say. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's not that hard. It's like, I hate to fucking offend women out there, you know what I mean? But that's the truth. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. They don't deserve to be in the main event. And there never will be, like, no one will ever really care. Not even women would care about this match. No normal women in this world would actually care about women's goddamn wrestling. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. The only people who care that are women are literally fucking weirdos. They're probably the weirdest looking women, or not only that, they're probably just weird in general. Okay? But they could probably still get, some dudes, because, dudes, let's be honest. If you have seen the YWC, a lot of fucking dudes are gonna fucking cuck out for women. Just look at fucking these weirdos that are fucking cucking for fucking that girl on cinema. I'm not saying she's weird looking, but for God's sakes, like, just look. If any, who looks remotely attractive, they're gonna fucking, oh my god, you're a woman! Oh, boob! Boob! Vagina, boob! You know what I mean? That's what they're gonna do. Like, any women, even if they're, not even attractive, okay? It's gonna be, fucking any women at all. Number 4, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels in the Iron Man match. Not bad. I mean, it kickstarted fucking not Attitude. It kickstarted, it was the first Iron Man match to be that long, right? But the reality is, the match had some boring moments. And, I mean, it's good, it's iconic. Shawn Michaels had his moment, right? But the reality is, this is really better. I definitely think this is better than fucking Ronda Rousey and shit like that. This whole Women of 35 bullshit. Number 3, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, Street versus Career, WrestleMania 26. Definitely one of the best matches of all time. But, yeah, definitely. It's definitely, honestly, I'm okay with that. Number 2, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant for the WWE title, WrestleMania 3. Biggest main event. I don't give a shit what anybody says. It's the biggest main event. Is it the best match in hindsight? Not really, but it's it's definitely one of the biggest. And not just that, it is definitely, if you just think about it, if you watch it, just the crowd made this match too. And not only that, it's just fucking an iconic moment, just fucking getting slammed. It's honestly, who cares if the match was not fucking very good compared to let's say, well, honestly, if you think about it, that match is better than a lot of matches nowadays. I would rather watch that match than a lot of matches today. Why? Because for God's sake, every fucking wrestler just kicks and flips and crap and actually don't do wrestling, okay? If anything, also the story, Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan, makes you care about this match. So fuck the haters. And number 1, John Cena versus The Rock, once in a lifetime. I don't mind this being, here's the thing, I don't think this is number 1. I don't mind this. Of course, I love this match. I'm happy that The Rock won this match. And this was great, a year build and shit like that. But the fact is, you fucked it up with with their rematch. So much for it being once in a lifetime. So what, who cares, you know what I mean? But the main thing is, the fact that the women are, that historic women's match bullshit is considered to be number 5 and better than other matches, and you're going to plan to do another WrestleMania women's match for night 1 or whatever. That's going to be fucking retarded. But also, the fact that Rock versus Austin from WrestleMania 17 is not in this match, this list is retarded. Okay? I don't give a fuck that, okay, sure, Austin turned heel, but if you think about it, it still got a reaction. It's fucking awesome. Come on, there's a lot of greater matches that should have been, I honestly can't even put Benoit, what, honestly, that match is ruined for me. As much as I want to enjoy that match, I can't see it the same because Benoit's a murderer, But come on, there's been a lot of, fuck, even fucking Michaels versus Cena fucking is better. Come on. The women should not be on this list and shit like that. But definitely, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. I just thought that was fucking retarded. You know what I mean? Seeing the women fucking being part of this list. It's not it's not a women hater. It's just for God's sakes. That's better compared to other past matches, shit like that. I'm sorry. And plus, that match was fucking a botchy as fuck. That match was shit. That's why, one of the reasons why the women should never main event again. That was a failure. And for God's sake, it doesn't help the main event. Fucking after that match, fucking the ratings went down. Nobody really cares. For some reason, but the company thinks they matter for some reason. I don't know. It just fucking, it's Stephanie McMahon's fault. Fucking being a fucking feminazi cunt she is. I mean, she's hot as fuck. Maybe, if I fuck Stephanie, maybe she'll fucking, open her eyes or expand her horizons. You can buy my big black couch, Stephanie, and you'll hopefully, you get a little, better thinking for you. But actually, I think Triple H got something. Actually, I take that back, because Triple H is fucking, doing the Sparky shit. So maybe he's fucking dumb as fuck. I love Triple H still, though. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say, people. I'm just keeping real motherfuckers. I didn't think that's... I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, but I do think there are better matches should be on this list. Honestly, it is what it is. No some smarky shit though. I'm just keeping real focused. Gonna be muscles and shit and abs and shit. Got a big black couch, fucking couch, drinking soda, Stas glass, wine glass, or whatever fuck, and just like this time, man. Cheers. Man, I just think about, again, WrestleMania 35 is one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. It honestly makes Lawrence Taylor versus fucking goddamn Bam Bam Bigelow watchable, okay? Or it's like the best, you know what I mean? Actually, it's not a bad match, really. I just want to say, people, until next time, peace. Yeah, bye.